Good morning. It's the same day. I'm doing something different right now. This is something that when I mentioned clarified butter, it's not that hard to make. And I wanted you guys to know how to make clarified butter. When you clarify butter, the smoke point, which is when it burns, goes up. So when you watch someone on TV and they're add butter and they're frying something in it or adding it to it, it's usually clarified butter, but they don't tell you that. And it makes a big difference because the smoke point difference is several degrees. Things like peanut oil has a very high smoke point. Vegetable oil, high smoke point. Clarified butter is up there. Unclarified butter burns. And so I'm going to show you how to do that. It's not hard and anybody can do it. So right now, I've got some butter started. Okay, so basically all you're doing is you take normal butter and you melt it. And right now I'm doing 2 pounds of butter. I use a lot of butter because I can. Not that my belly hasn't grown a little fat over the years, but who cares? If you're not here to enjoy life, why bother? So I'm going to let this melt. Now, when it completely melts, I'm going to show you what to do with the impurities and such that come up. Okay, so the butter is melted, and you can see all this foam on top. And that foam, these are milk solids. There's nothing wrong with milk solids other than they burn much more quickly than the butter fat. So we go through and we skim it off using a ladle. Now, there's another way to do this, but you get to play Mother Nature doing it. And I'll show you that in just a second. Now, I save all of this because, well, to be quite honest, it goes wonderful on muffins, bread, anything that you don't have to worry about frying. You want the flavor. So this is what we do. Now the Mother Nature way of doing this is simply to let convection take its point. And to do that, you scoot it over to the side. And you're going to get a hot spot here, consider it the equator, and you're going to have a cold spot over here, consider that the North Pole. And so you're going to get the butter rotating, and it will bring all that scum over here, and it will brown. And trust me, the brown part is yummy. But in the meantime, this is how you clarify the butter, and you have to go in there and take it all off like such. Now you're going to have to do this, and I'm going to shut the camera off and let it continue to clarify because it takes a while to do this. But this is how you make clarified butter, and this is also what you need when you're frying in butter. Okay, it's been, probably about an hour, and I've got this going. And I'm finishing the skimming, but you can see how clear, I hope you can see how clear the butter is. I'm just finishing the skimming. Now, I'm not going to waste what I've skimmed off the top. If you watch the video on crackers, I showed you a pumpkin. I'm going to make a custard in that pumpkin, and I'll make a video of that too. But that's where I'm going to use what I skimmed off the top. I don't waste very much in my life. It's all too precious. In fact, yesterday I went out. You can see how clear this is becoming. I went out to the cemetery yesterday with a good friend of mine from town. She's a Christian, but she's also empathic. And anyway, she took me out there and to visit my grandma's grave. And those of you who know me know that my grandma just passed away this summer. And we were very, very close. Close enough that after the tornado took out the town, we ended up living next door to each other. So anyway, this clear butter is called clarified butter. Now, for use in Asian dishes, particularly dishes from India and Pakistan, they leave it on the burner and they let it brown, and it's called ghee. And so it's not just a Western thing. Well, it kind of is. Generally in the East, they don't have access to cheese and other things like that. And I can go back and add excuse me, the oil from this. And then skim again. That clicking in the background is my 17-year-old dog, Bippy. He's my best buddy. Of course, my 7-month-old puppy is learning to be my best buddy too. But anyway, and that's how you clarify butter. And yes, there's still some stuff on top. I'm not a perfectionist, but I will let this continue to heat up and until that's completely clear and the milk solids brown. Okay, so this is the clarified butter, and you can see how clear it is. The brown parts on the bottom would be that milk solids that we took off.